Today is June 8th, and it is the day after Logan's surgery. So yesterday, basically, he was out all day. He was up for very little time. When he was up, his stomach was upset. He'd throw up, go back to bed. Last night he was up maybe, I don't know, probably for an hour or so last night, late last night, you know, drinking and getting some Jello in him. You know, that's about all he can handle. But and then he woke up this morning, probably 6 or so, and he hasn't taken a nap since. He's probably due right now. But I'm out on the road right now. I gotta go do some just family stuff, take care of the family, and so that's what I'm kind of doing now. But yesterday was a short video, just due to the fact is I wanted to get something out there. You know, everyone was kind of like wondering what was going on with surgery, so that's what I kind of did. So kind of a recap, we left the house yesterday at 20 to 5, got down at U of M Hospital, University of Michigan, at a little after 6, and got him in the pre-op, you know, by 7, and he was in surgery. They took him at 7:30, right around 8. Took him back right around 8 o'clock.
In 2 miles, take the I-275 north exit toward I-96 west.
And by 9:30, they're in doing surgery. Originally, the doctor said, "Hey, it's going to take about 3 to 4 hours." And at the 4-hour mark, we were kind of like, we weren't getting any updates. We were getting updates on our phone. And after the 4-hour mark, we didn't really get anything. So we were kind of nervous, let's put it that way, because we're like, what the heck's going on? But, excuse me, I'm fooling around with my phone while I'm driving, not good. Right around at the 5-hour mark, it was like, holy crap, what's going on? And actually, then we got a text message saying, hey, you got to meet the surgeon. Cool. So we didn't know what to expect because it ran longer than it should, or that he said. And you know, me and my wife were like, we're getting nervous, we're kind of freaking out. So, but after, okay, just trying to drive here at the same time. After that, we went in for the meeting. He said everything went great. He had some extended period of time trying to get the blood vessels away from where the tumor was at, but everything worked out great. As of last night, well, when we're in with the surgeon talking, he's like, well, he's going to have limited mobility right now, blah, blah, blah. You know, when we were in there, they kind of, you know, they're stretching the leg out, you know. I mean, they got to do certain things to get certain things in there. And so when we're in with the meeting with the surgeon, he's like, yeah, he's going to have limited mobility. So when he came out of surgery and he was basically upstairs, he couldn't really move his foot. He could twitch it. That was about it. He said he could feel you touch his foot, But then last night there wasn't really hardly any movement. He didn't have any movement, and that's kind of, you know, for us as parents, we're like, holy shit, he can't move his leg, or he can't move his foot. But then this morning he woke up and he's like moving it all over, you know. So it was what the doctor said. The nerves were kind of stretched out and they didn't know what the heck to do. And so, but everything turned out good. He let's see, today he had a little pain in the morning. He's got an epidural, you know, so it helps with pain management from the waist down, so he's not taking all the opioids orally or through his whole body. So that's what we opted to do, that just because, you know, I mean, that stuff will tear you up and you don't know how he's going to react to it. So that's what we opted to do, to have an epidural put in so we can manage the pain that way, other than putting him through, you know, IV opioid stuff, and who knows what they would give him, you know, morphine or oxycodone, or I don't know. So we opted not to do that and did the epidural way, and it worked out. So like I said, today he was up at 6:30, moving his foot. He's in okay spirits, you know. He had surgery, you know, he's in pain, he's in discomfort, he doesn't want to be in the hospital. He's a typical 13-year-old. So, and then he was fitted up for a brace today. He's got to be in a brace for like 3 months on his left leg. So he got fitted up for that, and I think hopefully later today they'll get it on him, and they're talking about having him get up and walk today. It's like a day after surgery. It's crazy. I don't know, a lot of stuff's happened in the last 24 hours. So my mind's kind of spinning. My wife's mind is spinning. So it's just, it's overwhelming. I'm just glad everything worked out the way it did. It took a lot of weight off my shoulders, my wife's shoulders. I mean, it was pretty rough yesterday. You know, even when he was going back for surgery, I'm like, holy smokes, I couldn't handle it anymore. I was trying to be tough for, you know, for Logan while he was back there pre-op, you know, and then I'm having a hard time holding back tears, you know, and then when he went back, it's like I couldn't hold back anymore. It's just too much emotion. Same with my wife. We're just scared out of our minds. So, but everything turned out great as far as we know already. Like Logan earlier was, you know, some of that epidural was wearing off because he had a problem with it, and it came disconnected, not by his back, but up along the line, and he was noticing some pain, but he was also like moving his leg, and he's like, it feels a little clanky, you know. I'm like, I don't know, you got metal in there now, so I mean, it's gonna feel different. And they did take x-rays right out of surgery yesterday, and yeah, you can just see he's got a metal femur in there. It looks totally weird, totally odd. You know, it's not what you normally see on a x-ray of your leg. You know, this metal rod, or what you think is a bone, is a metal rod. Also, in the surgery yesterday, the surgeon said, you know, up by his hip, he was able to cut away some good bone and leave some ligaments attached. So he actually attached that to the actual metal femur. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how these guys do it, but he did it. And so that's going to give him more stability up in his hip, which is a good thing. But it's crazy what, you know, they can actually do in the medical field to replace stuff and repair stuff in the human body. But he is feeling good, as good as he can. He's starting to eat. You know, it's like 2 o'clock today, right around 12. He's starting, you know, he's taking a bite of this and that. He's drinking. He's doing okay. It's just taking a lot out of him. So he's definitely still tired. So you guys know what you need to do. Hit up the GoFundMe, the Zelle, the Venmo, anything to help the family out right now, because I'm not working. I'm taking time off. Just need some help for the family, you know. So like I said, over on YouTube, you know, if you can't donate, watch some videos, give me some, you know, ad revenue, help, anything helps. So, but we'll keep you posted. This is June 8th, and you know, after Logan's surgery, they got all the cancer out, and we're on the tail end of it now. So we got, I think, 8 or 9 more chemos, and we're done. So I think everything's going to turn out as best as it could have been for what it was. All right, I'll keep you posted.